Hi dolls, it's me Ashley. Welcome back to the sleepover party. Go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can officially be in the sleepover party. Today I'm coming at you with this like subtle cut crease type of action. This is a one eyeshadow makeup look. I'd recreate this makeup look that I did in my recent summer clothing haul. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already. So if you want to see how I got this, stay tuned. And also I've got a fragrance of the day combo for y'all at the end. Hello there. I'm not used to having you this close. I'm gonna go with my NYX Ultimatum and we're gonna start. I already put some of this on earlier, but I did my face makeup and then I set up for filming and then it kind of dried out, so we're gonna put it on again and just rub that in with my finger. My eyebrows are already done. Honestly, I think that I'm gonna put some gel in them because they're like, I usually don't like putting eyebrow gel or like any of the sort in my brows because I am blonde and I feel like when I slick my brows down, they're too dark and I'm blonde, so it looks fun. I don't know. But anyways, this is my CoverGirl Clean Matte. I love the packaging on this. Look at this blue. This is my CoverGirl Clean Matte. I think it's face makeup. I got it in the lightest shade. This is Classic Ivory 510. And with this, I'm just gonna put this all along the eye. I really like this light shade because it makes a nice bright base for any colors. I can wear this for when I'm pale or when I'm self-tan. Y'all know that I am an avid self-tan girl, and it'll work for either situation. And it's bright without being white, because like a white is like, that's when you want to do a very specific, like very colorized look, but like this skin tone is really nice. And if you struggle with creasing or oily eyelids, this is the way to combat that. Just really making sure that you got that powder on, making sure that it's not sticky, and then also using a eyeshadow primer. So now I'm going to go with my Too Faced Better Than Chocolate. And I'm going to use this shade right here called What the Fudge. They don't sell this one on Amazon, but they sell one that's super similar to it. So I highly recommend that y'all get that. It's just like really easy peasy neutral browns, and there's a couple of pops of color in this, but super nice, super easy to work with. So the only brush I used to do this look is this one. This like dual ended. This one is still kind of like, it's like a mixture between a flat brush and like a blending brush, and then this end is an angled brush. And like I really wanted something super simple for my summer clothes haul, the one that I just posted last. If you haven't checked it out, it will be linked below, or I will link it in the screen for y'all, and make sure y'all check that out. But I just wanted something super simple so then the focus would be on the clothes. But I ended up really liking it and thought that it looked really clean, so I was like, why not make a tutorial? But all I used was really this one eyeshadow shade and then like some face products. And then, no, I actually used two eyeshadow shades and then just this brush. If you watch my lives, you've seen this a million times. In Photo Focus Translucent, literally best powder ever. But I'm just gonna put some of it right here. So I've actually been getting into doing like this half of my face. Oh, by the way, I don't have any makeup here. It's not gonna stay that way, but I purposely did that because y'all know that like I like this part of my eye super bright, and I found that when I was like doing that technique where I was just doing this and then I was doing my eye and then having to go with my concealer, this and this part of my concealer would never like blend properly. Like they'd always get kind of patchy. So I feel like this is the best solution, to do like this part of my face first and then my forehead last, because I'm an expressive talker and I do this a lot, so I end up creasing it. But I'm just gonna put some extra powder down just in case I get fallout, and then when we're done we'll just brush it away. Okay, so I'm gonna line this. And I'm wanting it to like create a shape where it's like going like this. and then going down as it goes towards the inner corner. Just kind of like tapping it in by the lashes. Don't even think about it as drawing a line as you get closer down here. Just tap it into the lashes. And then here, I made like a wing. So the best way to make a wing is to relax the eye and then create the wing. Filled it in. And then I took the other end of this brush. This set of brushes is linked on my Amazon storefront, by the way. I got them as a gift for Christmas, and I'm so thankful that I found them on Amazon because they are so good. But then from this line, I started to curve it over. And then I went all the way down here. So like thicker on this side, thinner down to this side, and the same thing here. Because I wanted this look to stay fairly like clean and natural. I didn't want it to be like larger than life, like blended out here and up to the eyebrow, you know. Then I just went in with more and blended it. See how nice and soft it's getting? That's what we want. And because that powder is already laid down, it's gonna blend nice and easy. So now I'm just gonna cycle, sorry, my focusing spot is so precise. Look, like focused, not focused, like focused, not focused. But this is an eye look, and I like literally don't know a better way to show y'all what I'm doing. But I just take the slanted end, what is this called? A liner brush? Angled brush. You want to take the angled end and then kind of like, and again, just, it's all that same color of eyeshadow, going in towards the bottom of it and just defining it a little more and like making it a little darker. Then I just blended this top part. Now that y'all got the gist from like the really close perspective, hopefully you can still see from out here, because that's kind of stressful to like stay just in that one spot. But I think this brush still has a little bit of the powder on it from yesterday, so that's why it's blending it so well. But I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to go back in. And then define it, because we want it to like have that fade where it's like more defined as it gets closer to the crease, and then diffuse outwards. See? And then I think I might have done it with this part too. Like I made this part kind of go up, and then as it gets closer to the lashes, I want it darker, but then as it fades upward, I want it lighter. See? And then just going over the very edge, blending it, blah, blah, blah. This right here looks a little patchy to me, so I'm just gonna blend a little bit. And then take some more of this brush and then just blend the outside. I feel like you can mess up a really good eye look, at least in my opinion. I feel like it's easy to mess it up by over blending it. Like when it's over blended, you lose that definition, because like when I look down, I want to see that shape. And this is like bordering on soft cut crease, I guess. But when it's over blended, it like, I don't know, it like loses the artistry of the look or something, you know? And then for the lid of the eye, I'm just gonna take this. This is called Heartbreakers. It's a highlighter. And I'm just gonna pat it in the center. Well, just like along the light part, I should say. So as you can see, here it is. And then I'm gonna go in with the fluffy brush again, and then just, here's the other thing about brow highlights. I think a really good brow highlight is just like focused like right here. like when I find that when I drag it all the way over, it doesn't like give what I want it to give. So like just right here, perfection. And then it just gives that element of glam, like when you're talking and you're looking. So this is her. You can see this, what just fell? You can see the shape kind of, see? And I'm gonna take this Maybelline. I love just to have a standalone white. If you watch my lives, you watch, I don't know if I've done a lot of makeup stuff, but if you watch my lives, like you see that I love a good white. Like I love a good matte white, I love a good shimmer white. So if you ever see one, grab it, because you'll be reaching for it over and over again. It's kind of like painting. White is a really important color to have when you're painting, because you can always enhance any color combination with white. Just to give it more punch, more highlight, to change the color and make it a little more brighter, I guess. But in makeup, I really like it for this right here, the inner quarter. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it right along this inner corner right here. And take it like a little bit downwards. Now I'm going to take more of this brush again, and then more of that the main color that we're using here. The fudge. And then I'm just going to redefine this, because of all the shimmers that we put on and the highlighting. It kind of may have overlapped the crease, so we're just going to go and redefine it and then blend it back out. Now I'm going to go in and curl my lashes. Oh, curling lashes really helps, like with the way that your falsies sit. And if it hurts just a little bit, you're curling them right. Not a lot, just a little bit. And they help like form like a shelf for the fake eyelashes to sit on. You don't have to wear fake eyelashes with this look. This is like totally wearable without them. I just, you know me girl, I prefer my falsies. But then I just want to go back in with that brown and kind of reshape that eyeliner. I'm going to brush away my fallout. Then I'm going to take this is a relic in and of itself, the Milk by NYX. It is a chubby pencil. This stuff will last you all day. When I first get into having like a white waterline, so when I actually learned Versace makeup, I actually learned Victoria's Secret style makeup first. Before I learned cut creases or anything of the sort, I learned strictly Victoria's Secret style makeup. And one of their tricks for their models to give them that Victoria's Secret look is to use this, a white eyeliner. And so that's how I got into it. And I've used different ones, like I've used Rimmel, I think I've used Wet n Wild, but this one will last you all day, girl. The lashes that I'm using look like this. They're kind of like randomly spiky. I found these at Burlington, but they're like randomly spiky. See the random little spikes? I've never had a set of lashes that look like this, and I just grabbed them, and girl, they did not disappoint. Part of me thinks they're a little bit short, but because I want to like retain the integrity of this makeup, now I'm going to go with my tried and true, used and abused Kiss eyelash glue. And these are the ones I was wearing yesterday, so like they're already cut, but you always want to make sure that your fake eyelashes are the right length for your eyes by kind of just trying them on like that. But like they are a lot longer when they come right out of the pack, so just make sure you always try them on and then just snip off. Normally like I have to snip off like maybe like 1.5 or like maybe 2 sets of like lash clusters, if that makes sense, on most eyelashes, sometimes more. I find that I have kind of a short eyelid, so again, like if your eyelashes are looking funky or they're poking you, girl, you probably just need to cut them. And always cut from this side, not this one, because this one is tapered to look more natural and flush with your natural lashes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on here. This is like the weirdest angle ever. I got so used to going live, I like got off of my like rhythm with my long form. But But it's okay, it's okay. We're getting back into it now, fam. So they should look like this when they're all glued up. You see that? Like, you don't want it on the front of the lashes. I kind of screwed up, but you just kind of want it right here, because this is what we'll be gluing it from. I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Ultra Liner in waterproof. I really need a new one of these. I actually bought a new one of these, but it seems like when I get really when I got something new and I'm really excited about it, guess what happens? I lose it. I lose it before I even get to use it. Like, how does that make sense, girl? I'm going to take that, and then I'm just going to go in right here. Just right here, not all the way over, just to, because these don't have, just to connect what the false lash band with my actual eye, if that makes sense. Because this is a black band, and even lashes that have a clear band, like if you don't have a little bit of a line right here, even though there is a line from the shadow, because of this band being black, it's gonna stick out. Like, you'll be able to see where that band ends. So by adding just a little bit of inner corner eyeliner, you're gonna like camouflage that. It's just like right here. That's it. And you want to be careful not to go too crazy with it or too far down, because you don't want it to bleed and then have this like dark inner corner, because this look has a lot of light in it. I forgot to add, this is a brown eyeliner. Now I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Big Mood and just applying that. I am a big fan of doing mascara before fake eyelashes, because it keeps your fake eyelashes looking better longer, so you can reuse them. And it also keeps them from looking spidery, and it keeps them looking fluffy. And I like to do this while they're drying. Like, do my eyeliner and mascara while they're drying. That helps the glue. It's the perfect amount of time for the glue to get a little bit tacky. As you can see now, it's like kind of turned clear. It's a little bit white still on the ends, and that's when you know it's time to put them on, girl. So I'm just gonna like place them like this, like a shelf. Like, think of your natural lashes as a shelf, and you want to glue them up going down. Just keep thinking about the lashes sitting up on the eye, and that's how you get them glued down right. And then I kind of like move the ends into place. So I just covered those eyelashes in like glue, trying to put them on. So I'm gonna be picking out a new pair so I can show y'all how I measure them. Also, when I first started doing my lashes, I could never do it with my fingers. I always had to use like tweezers or like one of those lash setter honor things. So if you're just learning, I'd recommend not doing it with your fingers. You kind of want to measure. See, put it on, and see how I said they were always super long? See, look at that. So then I kind of pinch, and that's how I know where to trim them. And then I can try it back on and make sure, because I just trimmed it. Yep, looks good. Now I'm gonna go glue these on. Alright, y'all, that is the makeup look for today. It's just a very, like, I call it soft smoke. It's just like a very slightly cut crease, but I feel like it's the perfect look for like a summer get together, a dinner out. If anyone's in school for the summer, taking summer classes, you could totally wear it there. I just really like the way that it came out, and yeah. I also did on my lips. On my lips, I did the Maybelline in Totally Toffee, which is my favorite lip liner ever, and then I did this e.l.f. What is this called? Rose Envy on top. I've used this like a million times on my lives. If you want to see me put it on in my lip liner technique, make sure you check out one of my lives. And I also wanted to share with y'all a fragrance combo that I have been loving. I love perfumes. I've been working on my perfume collection. I love scents, like they, especially because I don't know if it's your first time with me, I'm trying to say this in like the least weird way possible. I have like issues with gluten. I found out that I was celiac girly a couple months ago, and there's a lot of stuff I can't eat, so I found myself like delving into the world of perfumes because it kind of like feeds my senses in the ways that like I used to be able to explore with food and I really can't anymore. So yeah, but like even if you don't have food issues, I think it's so fun to like play with different scents and I don't know, create scent routines. Like I just, like I know on my free time, like I'm on YouTube, TikTok, like looking at all that stuff. But anyways, my scent routine for today is this Hemp's, can you see it? It's almost out. This lotion right here. It's called Hemp's Wildflowers and Chamomile, or chamomile, whatever way you say it, tomato, tomato. And I just bought this perfume, when did I do it? Last weekend. And I am absolutely obsessed. I wore it for the first time yesterday. I was a little bit nervous because gourmands are like the, if you know anything about fragrances, you know that gourmands are like the biggest thing right now to hit the fragrance world. Like everything is like cupcake, caramel, buttery, butterscotch, blah, blah, blah. However, like I don't always vibe with that. It has to be, for me, it has to be really cold outside, I think, for those kind of scents to have their full potential. Like I'm not hating on the summer vanilla girlies. If you're a summer vanilla girly, girl, go off. But I don't want to smell like a bakery when it's 100 degrees outside. It just like, ugh. It doesn't, it's like eating a pumpkin pie on the 4th of July. Like it doesn't work, you know what I mean? Like it's something so sweet and decadent and like heavy, that those kind of spices and stuff don't go with the hotter weather, if that makes sense. But different scents, I feel like the hotter weather like brings them to light, like citrus, fruits, florals, I feel like really come to light when it's warmer outside. With that said, I'm going to show y'all my perfume. Isn't she gorgeous? She's gorgeous, girl. This is the Queen Mother herself, Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. I almost said Arden. Fatal mistake. And it literally, the cap is even a gardenia. Had to get all that gardenia goodness in there. It literally smells like a straight up gardenia bush. Like I heard that Elizabeth Taylor loved gardenia so much that she had several gardenia bushes on her property, and when she wanted to make this perfume, she had the perfumers come over to her house and extract like the scent from the flowers and put it into a perfume, so that way her perfume would smell exactly like her gardenia bushes at her house. And it's just like yummalicious. It's just like fresh and clean, not old lady at all. Like no hate to anybody that loves white diamonds, but my mom like always said that like white diamonds was like synonymous with like a more mature scent. And I have seen some younger girlies that love vintage scents on here, and like if you love it and you rock it, girl, do it. But like on my skin, when I smell white diamonds, I smell maturity. To put it in a nice polite way, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, this does not smell like that at all. It smells like fresh, clean, summertime. It's like wearing like a pretty white dress after a nice dinner with your friends and you stroll past some gardenia bushes on your way home. It's just that good. She is so good and delicious, and yet she's a floral, so highly recommend this. I got this at TJ Maxx. I hope that y'all liked today's video. Please subscribe to my channel, please like this video, and if you've made it this far, please put a floral bouquet emoji in the comments. That lets me know that you've made it to the end of the video and you are one of my besties. Make sure y'all follow me on Snapchat, TikTok, all the things, and I hope y'all have a beautiful day, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye!